Hi everyone, it's Med today, along with Goose, and today we're going to talk about Dragonlord's true form, a pleasant surprise as he came a banner earlier than expected. Stay tuned. So, Dragonlord's true form. He is a foe similar to Dragonlord, a question mark. And unlike Dragonlord, his true form is a physical attacker, a very unique one as well. Its leadership effect is a very powerful, reduces enemy power by 20%. It's a very good general team leadership. So instead of having, specific attacks or whatever, this definitely helps you stay alive longer. Very useful for tough boss battles to lower their devastating attack by 20%. So, all in all, a very good leadership skill. One of the most powerful that we have seen today. But interestingly enough, the leadership is good, but the unit itself, I think, is even better than being a leader. So, the first skill here is Jet Black Claw at level 1. It's an Sam physical on one enemy, and it's right next to you. Uh, it inflicts 195%. It is very powerful at level for 20 MP. Its second skill is Frizz, sorry. And let me repeat that Frizz damage in a very large AoE. But it does consume a lot of MP at 89, but it does a lot of damage to everything within range. So you've got 4 or 5 units that you can nuke. It will do a lot of damage. Uh, Also, remember, fire because it is breath will do level damage, not based off of attack. Finally, the last skill is Dragon Swing, which is a range around itself. It inflicts 255% physical damage on all enemies within range. It is not elemental, so it will always hit as hard no matter what element they are. You just don't have the ability to make it that much more powerful with the elemental debuffs. Now, if you notice, it has two different elemental skills and a non-elemental skill, which makes this unit kind of a jack in the box for physical. Does elemental damage, and it is unique for Sam and Frizz, so they're generally usually pretty good along with each other. And Dragon Swing is non-elemental in case you're not there. So this unit's always going to do at least average damage, no matter what enemy that you're facing. If you get its first dupe, it will increase its attack for 3 turns on top of it. Also, Dragonlord's true form has a very unique skill for the first 3 turns. Or sorry, for the first 2 turns, will have a +1 move as well. So it will move fairly quickly, and then once the battle's nearing its completion, it will slow down. But usually, that's still very powerful buff on top of that as well. Zap resistance is 25. As second dupe, fourth dupe is swoosh 25, and the third and fifth is the dragon swing power going up 5% each. It's level 100 stats. It has 702 HP, 213 agility, so it is relatively slow. This is one of its weaknesses. MP of 294, which once again is not low, but considering that some of these skills require almost 90, that doesn't give you a lot of spamming ability for its most powerful skill. Its wisdom is very low at 172, so don't even think about giving it any spells to use. Its attack is good at 319. Its movement is 2, but please note, as I stated before, the first 2 turns it does move up to 3. But its base movement is always 2. It does have the buff of the +1 early on, Its defense is okay at 247, and its weight in battle, because it's a boss form, is 65. His preferred weapon is the Great Axe, which is the 35 mini metal trade-in reward in the swap shop. It is practically designed for this unit. It's attack plus 22 with a physical potency of plus 2%, which is just perfect for Dragonlord. It has skills in alchemy if you want to. It has plus Frizz and Zam type physical brilliance, which is okay overall. And it has plus attack as well. The alchemy skills I wish were a little bit better, but still, it fits right into the Dragonlord's True Forms powerhouse. Prefer to learn skills are all different elemental physical damage to one enemy, and I chose the lower MP cost ones because of the fact that the MP can be used so quickly with some of the other skills. Having smaller skills is a huge bonus and doesn't really lower the overall potency that much. I highly though suggest Tempest Slash, which is the 180% potency zap type physical damage to one enemy. The other one that's also good, but I still prefer Zap over Crackle, is the Blizzard Rush, which is the Crackle type. Those are the two ones that are by far the best one. If you don't have those two already, use those up. You can also use Aeolian for Whoosh type, as that's also another good one for the two elements there. But I do highly suggest Tempest Slash. That is probably the ideal skill for Dragonlord's True Form. So, because he is a new banner unit, it is time to do pros, cons, and pull. His pro has 2 elements and a non-elemental skill. Very powerful from a normal base. So if you give him another elemental skill, that gives him 3 elements and a non-elemental on top of it. Very wide-ranging effects. Has very good AoE and powerful skills. And a useful leadership, but even better member unit because of the flexibility. I basically call it the physical, it's just best physical. Unfortunately, I have a brain block here, but Swiss Army knife is what I was looking for. Can do so many elements, has AoE and single skill as well. Just top notch for the overall skills. Cons, it is not in the dragon family, so the dragon breath, which gets greatly amplified by the great dragon, does not apply here, so that does make it a little weaker, which kind of hurts Dragonlord's power just a little bit. It's 2 movement after 2 turns, so optimal positioning is hard, but it has the AoE to overcome. With the agility being slow, it can be a little frustrating at times to try and get Dragonlord in its best position. This is the biggest negative that I can really think of with him, is this with the agility and the movement. And if you give him the axe, you're not going to be giving him any more agility, which will mean he will move slowly. And along with that, with only 2 movement after the first 2 turns, it can be a little bit annoying. But the power is so much more than Squidzilla and has AoE that it doesn't affect it like Squidzilla's poor agility does. The other major con is it has really poor wisdom, so casting spells is not worth it at all. It is not even worth thinking about buffs or healing. Instead, this is a pure offensive unit. So will I pull? Yes, this is still one of the best units still in JP for physical and fits into so many teams. And that's the reason why it's so rated so highly, is because of that. I think now there are other areas that people are waiting for. Some more powerful spellcasters. There are some heroes. The heroes are always a little bit more powerful than the rest. But personally, I am pulling for this unit. I do think it is worthwhile investment to at least try and get him. Just as long if you're doing a physical team. If you only want to play Magic or like a martial team, then it won't fit as well. Even though, to be fair, the Dragonlord's true form, sometimes they still need one unit to attack. I think that is very powerful in that regards too. So they kind of even fit in there. So, what do you think? Comment down below. Please give a like and subscribe, and also please have a good day and have even better luck, travelers, and stay safe and good traveling.